All right, so it's like 2 minutes before 9. Local Salvation Army. We got one lone guy hanging out there. He's going to be my barometer for when the door opens, because I'm not going to freeze my, what off. This is like 3 blocks from my wife's work. I drop her off every morning. For me not to hit this often is foolish. So this is typically round 1. So my little barometer. My little barometer. There's my little barometer. Yes, he is. Yes, he is my little barometer. Yes, okay. I crush you. Oh, I'm gonna crush. All right, we're gonna go inside. All right, well, first thing we need is a cart. We can't do any damage without a cart. Then we go to the games. I don't find too many. Thought this was a rare enough gun. It wasn't. Looking for sealed games, something rare. Not really much to be had today. Hey, there I am. Onto the toys. Really picked over at this Salvation Army. Really picked over. Nothing great. Onto the keyboards, electronics. Sometimes you find the natural keyboards. They can sell quite well. Unfortunately, none of these brands sold well at all. No good comps on those. Looking for any other small electronics. Ooh. My dog is whining again. Thought this might be Sensi. I've been doing really well with Sensi. I've been finding Sensi all over the place as of late. I'm not sure why. Was not a wax warmer. I thought that might be as well, but it was not. This is a Wii Remote. I think they wanted $15 for it. They're smoking crack at this Salvation Army again. VCR is nothing great. I wish this was 15 years ago. The CPAP machine that I'm unboxing there would sell great. Unfortunately, totally restricted on eBay. No can do. And don't overlook vintage blenders. Unfortunately, this Oster wasn't that great, but some of these vintage blenders do quite well. Look up comps on vintage blenders on eBay. You would be surprised. A lot of this stuff has been here for over a month. You can actually tell. At this Salvation Army, they actually write the date code on here. So look at the date codes. And gives you a general idea. Now, this is interesting. I'd never seen one of these before. It's a chip and salsa bowl, electronic, kind of interesting. No comps on it whatsoever. So, I'm going to grab it because I've never seen one before. Onto the records, mostly gospel at this one. There's some Johnny Cash. Unfortunately, the actual disc was destroyed. And some more rock. The disc was, I think that was Alan Parsons' project. The disc was destroyed on that one. Mostly gospel. Typically, if you're going to find vinyl, it's right when they put it out. You almost never find it on the shelf at any thrift store, unless you're lucky. And it just doesn't happen all that much. Hey, Bill Cosby. I started out as a child, and I ended up in prison. A lot of no-goes, unfortunately. Onto the books. At this Salvation Army, I tend not to really spend too much time on the books. You can see that this Salvation Army has a ton of books. Now, this isn't because they get an abnormal amount of books. It's because they price most of their books. A lot of these hardbacks are $5 and $6. Just not worth your time. And then they end up donating a bunch of them or not donating them, but tossing them out to like a third-party vendor, and then they get new ones in. I don't know why they price books at this Salvation Army so expensive. It doesn't make sense. I thought this might be a winner, but it wasn't. I think that was $1 or $2 for that. Same for the movies here. Most of their DVDs are going to run $3 to $4, and Blu-rays $6. I'm of course not interested generally with what they have there. I'm looking for rare box sets and very obscure titles. Unfortunately, nothing to be had on this day here. Nothing to write home about. Bum luck. So I'm like a half hour into my day. I did pick this up. Like I said, I couldn't find any comps. Looks like it's a salsa holder. Press this, opens up. Looks like it needs batteries, and it plays the song Hot, Hot, Hot. Oh wait, no, is it on? I guess it needs batteries. Paid $4 for it. I don't mind paying $4. I don't mind paying $4 for it because there's no comps. I've never seen anything like it, and this style of fire helmet I know and fire collectibles is quite popular. So I went ahead and bought it. I'm gonna have no competition. I'm gonna put it up there for between 30 and 50 bucks. You might even see a link for it right here. I don't know. Stop number 2. All right, this is only about 3 miles, actually less than that, probably 2.4 miles from the last Salvation Army. This is in my hometown in Iowa. I just came back from Omaha, Nebraska, another mile from my house, but it doesn't make sense to return home without stopping, at least to this Salvation Army. It's on my way. I'm not wasting gas. Let's see what we can find. All right, once again, we need a cart. Hey, look at this monster. This is a big ass projector, Zenith. I bought some of these in the past, never had luck with them. I think they wanted $150 for this. It's just not gonna happen. This was interesting. This was $1. It was, I was wondering if it was like industrial equipment or something, but no, it's a bowling ball bag. Unfortunately, I don't think I got the bowling balls in the frame. Took the video, but yeah, $1. You want a bowling ball bag and bowling balls, there you go. Looking for those keyboards. Nothing great here. No natural keyboards to be found. Toy section. A little bit more today. I think they recently restocked the toys here within the last 24 hours. I just don't see anything too much that catches my eye, except this Harry Potter action figure. Some of those can go for good money. I looked it up. The comps on it, maybe $8, but they wanted $2 for it. It's just not worth my time. Not worth my time. Destroyed Barbies. Onto the books. This is a hollowed out book. Oh, there I go, moving the camera like a moron. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my gosh. But the prices here, it's amazing how less than 2 miles away, the prices are totally different. Most of the books here are going to be $1 or $2 as opposed to $5 and $6. There's a Lance Armstrong softback, $1. It would probably be $4 at the other Salvation Army. If I said Goodwill, I made a mistake. On to the hats. Look, what do we got for hats? Oh my gosh, look at the camera. The cameraman needs to be fired. Chicago Blackhawks. Here's a vintage Seattle Supersonics. I'm loving it. Vintage tag. Really good shape. Good comps on it. Onto the shoes. Kind of picked over. Some Morels. I don't know how you guys prefer to say it. I say Morel or Morel. Oh, there's another way to say it. And most of these DVDs were $1 or $2, unlike the other Salvation Army, but nothing to be had, unfortunately. So two very nice pickups. This Magnum pepper grinder, really good comps. Really good comps. $3 on that. And then right before I left, you saw the Seattle Supersonics. This reeks of like 80s or 90s. It's a Pro Star, so I mean it's going to be older. Made in Taiwan. Pretty cool. I'll probably get not too many of these on eBay. It's really good shape too. I'm gonna shoot for $24.95 to $30. We'll see. Let's go home. I gotta wrap some packages to go out, and then we're gonna hit another convenient thrift store right next to the post office. Packages ready to go out. Let's hit the post office. Busy. All right, no messing around. Forget the cart. Let's hit for the new stuff. Look at the new bins. Look at all this cool stuff that was just put out. Tons of stuff. 4 carts. Nothing great, unfortunately. First stop, the toy section. You know, I love to stop the toy section first. Looking through the plushes. Don't underrate plushes. You'd be surprised. But unfortunately on this trip, nothing great. Here's a new unbox kind of thing. New wipe. Comps were not great on it. Gotta go low if you're gonna go high. There's the Hulk. I eye the picture area. Nothing great. No cool art. This cameraman needs to be fired. I'm telling you what. He's not getting paid. I'm canceling the check. He's done. Ugh. Hey, here we go. Speaking of Scentsy, I found another one. Grab that. Little crock pot. Thermos. You never know on these thermoses. I looked up the comps and just wasn't enough meat left on the bone. But I do well with thermoses. You'll be surprised. Christmas stuff. Always scan it. You never know. You never know. Appliance section. And my dog's whining again. He needs to be fired too. Cups. Gotta look through those DVDs. At this Goodwill, most DVDs are $1, and Blu-rays are between $1.99 and $3, which is really fair. All right, well, I passed on everything except for the Scentsy warmer. Paid $4 for it. It goes for about 40. I'm sorry, not 40, 30. But the base by itself can go for up to $15, and the replacement glass can go for up to $20. So I'll figure that out. And then I forgot to record this, but as I was at the checkout, they had a rack of hats, and I picked up this Case Tractor hat. Ida Grove's not too far away. Local hat. It's going to be a slow seller, but I shouldn't have a problem getting $16 to $20 for it. We could go home, but I'm thinking we should go and thrift Dairy Queen. What do you say? That's right, Dairy Queen. Just go with it. Go with it. That's right, boys and girls. This Dairy Queen has a thrift store in it. This is an actual operating Dairy Queen. There's like a birthday party going on in there. Somewhere in the back is kind of hard to see from that angle. And look at this cameraman. I'm telling you what, this cameraman, He's fired tomorrow. Yeah, this is in the back of the Dairy Queen. Odds and ends. You never know what you're going to find here. They typically get a lot of CDs and a lot of VHS tapes, which I'd go through. I'd look for the out-of-print stuff, but there wasn't too many today. And I got clothing racks in here. I found quite a few vintage clothing items in here, vintage hats and ties. It's quite good for that. Here's the rest of the media. Mostly Harlequin romance novels and unsellable books, unfortunately. And it's kind of almost a free will donation. They'll kind of tell you what price they want in general. But books are generally $1 as well as DVDs, which is fair. I never seen a Red Cross racing hat before. That was different. I didn't know they sponsored a racing team. This is interesting. They've taken all the old, well, you'll see in a second here, all the old coolers and filled them with shoes and other odds and ends. I guess it works. I mean, if it works for you, why not? Just take the doors off and you got shelving. So it's pretty slim pickings at the Dairy Queen. I typically don't get anything there. Maybe once or twice a year I'll stop in there on occasion. I just want to show you guys a thrift store inside a Dairy Queen. I defy you to find another one of those. Pretty unique, but not bad. We spent a total of 48 minutes and change at 3 different thrift stores, all during our normal course of day. We didn't spend a nickel of gas money that we would have not have normally. So you can do it. Plan around your day. That's my tip for you this week. Plan around your day. I want a Dairy Queen ice cream cone. Damn it. I gotta go. See you later.